Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Orations. Got yet another review for you today. This time I'm going to be talking to you about the brand new EP from Putridity, entitled Greedy, Gory, Gluttony, due out July 7th through Willowtip Records. And if you're not familiar with Putridity, they are a brutal death metal band from Italy, been around since 2005, featuring, and I know I'm going to butcher these names, so I apologize ahead of time, Putrid Cicio on guitars, Manuel Schizzo Lucchini on guitars as well, Giancarlo Mendo handling the bass, Cedric Malaboggia on drums. He's also in Molested Divinity, among others. And finally, new vocalist Andrea Pirro. Yeah, as I said, this is the band's new EP, and in fact, it's their first EP overall, though they do have 3 previous full lengths. But this EP is 5 tracks and clocks in just a couple of ticks under 13 minutes in length. And honestly, I have been a fan of this band ever since hearing 2015's Ignominious Atonement album, and I honestly hadn't heard much from them since then. So it was quite a pleasant surprise to see this promo pop up in my inbox. I mean, other than the compilation that came out in 2018, this is the band's first, new material that we've had in 8 years, and with a brand new vocalist to boot. So, yeah. How do these Italians do with this EP? Well, the guitar tone on this thing is just thick, chunky, heavy as balls, mostly mid to fast-paced riffs with some slower chug sections and some pinch harmonics at times. Similarly, the bass tone is nice and thick. However, it's not too high up in the mix, seemingly to work, wanting to work in tandem with the guitars to build that nice wall of heaviness with this little bit of a twang to it. There are some moments where it does come through a little bit more than others, and overall it can be picked up while you're listening to it. It's just that when you have a nice thick bass tone like that, I like to hear it a little bit higher up in the mix. When you get into track number 5, though, Ecstasy and Decay, this Cannibal Corpse cover, this song in particular coming off 1999's Bloodthirst, and which is actually one of my favorite Cannibal Corpse albums, and I think they did a great job covering this song. This track in particular, you can actually hear the bass really well during the opening. Get my page turned here. The drum production, I think, is solid overall. I love the kicks. Good snap to the snare. Slight ping to it now and then, but nothing annoying, and it doesn't happen that often. Really good patterns, rolls, and fills, and of course, lots of tasty blast beats to be found all over this thing. Now, when it comes to new vocalist Andrea, he turns in, I think, a really powerful performance. Deep, low growls. They kind of remind me of Paolo Chitti from D'Evangelic, which is fitting as he was the vocalist for this band on their previous 2 full-length albums. Then when you get into track number 3, Fermented Entrails, I love that opening growl and how he extends it out with these kind of quick little blast beats underneath, just like this dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. And then the guitar kicks in right after that, and it's just off to the races. Overall, after 8 years, these Italian brutal death dealers have returned and just kicked us in the teeth with almost 13 minutes of brutal death metal as only they know how to deliver it. It's nothing flashy or overly technical, just sheer brutality in your face from start to finish. And I, for one, cannot wait to hear more from this band. And they, in my opinion, got a really solid replacement in Andrea. Cannot wait to see what he and the rest of the guys come up with in future releases. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. As I said, it is out July 7th digitally with CDs. Other formats to start shipping around the 30th of July. I will be leaving a link down below so you can check out the single. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.